blood and its different components. Blood is a fluid connective tissue that performs several important functions. It transports oxygen from the lungs to the body cells and brings waste carbon dioxide from cells to the lungs. It also transports nutrients and hormones, regulate body temperature, protect the body from pathogens, and clot to prevent blood loss at site of injury. Blood is composed of approx 55% plasma and 45% formed elements. Formed element in blood include cells and cell fragments such as red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The largest component of blood is plasma, a yellowish liquid that is 90% water. Plasma carries suspended blood cells and other substances. Nutrients that passes from the digestive system into the bodies are transported in the blood plasma. These nutrients include glucose, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. The kidneys process blood by filtering waste products such as urea, uric acid, and creatinine out of the blood plasma and into the urinary system. Plasma also transports electrolytes, components of immune systems, enzymes, and hormones, and it maintains homeostasis by releasing heat. Red blood cells, also called erythrocytes, makes up 40 to 50% of the blood volume and functions to transport oxygen from the lungs to the cells of the body. Red blood cells are produced inside the bones of the skeletal system, particularly in the vertebra, sternum, ribs, and pectoral and pelvic girdles. Inside the red bone marrow of a spongy bone, stem cell known as hemocytoblast give rise to the different types of blood cells, including RBC. During the development process, the hemocytoblast ejects its nucleus, allowing the cells to carry more oxygen to the tissues. Mature red blood cells enters the bloodstream via large capillaries known as sinusoids. If you enjoy my videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to make sure you get notified when I upload a new video. In human, mature red blood cells are flexible and oval biconcave disc. They lack cell nucleus and most organelles. Women have about 4 to 5 million red blood cells per cubic millimeter of blood, and men about 5 to 6 million. The bloodstream delivers oxygen to cells and removes carbon dioxide waste through a process called internal respiration. In the lungs, oxygen is absorbed into the erythrocytes in the bloodstream. These cells, commonly called red blood cells, containing gas-transporting molecule called hemoglobin. Oxygen binds to these molecules. The oxygenated blood then moves through the vasculature. At the narrow capillaries within body tissue, red blood cells release oxygen which then diffuse through the capillary wall into the tissue. Meanwhile, the waste product carbon dioxide diffuses into bloodstream where it is carried inside the red blood cells and in plasma. The deoxygenated blood travels through the vasculature and back to the lungs where carbon dioxide is expelled from the body. White blood cells, also called leukocytes, are the cells of the immune system that are involved in protecting the body against infectious disease. All white blood cells have nuclei and derive from hematopoietic stem cells in bone marrow. WBC is divided into the 5 main types. WBC or leukocytes are the components of blood that defends the body against diseases. Neutrophils consume bacteria through phagocytosis. Lymphocytes produce antibodies. Eosinophils destroy parasites and combat the effect of histamine. Basophils are involved in controlling allergic reaction. Monocytes develop into the macrophages and remove debris after an infection. Platelets, also called thrombocytes, are the component of blood whose function is to react to bleeding from blood vessels injury. Platelet has no nucleus and the normal range lies between 1.5 lakh to 4.5 lakh per cubic millimeter of blood. Platelets makes up about 2% of blood. Platelets stop blood loss from the damaged vessels. When a blood vessel tears, platelet at the site adhere to the wall of the vessels to close the tear. The shape of platelets change as they liberate the content of their vesicles. This enables them to connect to one another. Platelets also release chemicals that activate the coagulation system to promote blood clotting. Millions of platelets together with the fibrin threads forms a platelet plug. If the tear is small enough, the plug can stop blood loss completely.